An incredible performance. He's giving another one right now in the new movie from Quentin Tarantino. He's here to tell us all about it. Mr. Jamie Foxx, ladies and gentlemen. That's a movie star right there. Jamie, how are you? Come and sit down, dude. Mr. Jamie Foxx. Well, it's great to have you back on the show. It's lovely to see you.
Nice, man. Okay. Man, Ray Charles. You know what? I was telling the guys in the back that the people in that clip, they actually played real. There was a real band. Like,
an incredible movie. And what I'm right thinking that it had a big impact on your career. I mean, I know obviously you were well thought as an actor, but winning the Oscar, how much does that actually change things?
Man, it changes everything because you look how Hollywood is designed. There's only a couple of avenues you can go. It's either the real popcorn movies and you're making huge money, or you find a movie like Ray, where you get critical acclaim and it's commercially successful. But you get a chance to walk into that door where only a few get to go in. And my thing was, during that Oscar time, I just had my cell phone getting people's cell phone numbers, like Warren Beatty and Clint Eastwood. I said, man, let me get your digits. And they're like, what? I just want to have your number. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing goofy stuff. Like, yeah, just let me call you.
Did you call Clint Eastwood?
No.
Okay.
I did.
Did you call Warren Beatty?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And what did you say to Warren when you called him?
He was cool. Warren Beatty, Halle Berry. I mean, just everybody.
Hold on, Halle Berry. You see, I can understand why you'd want Halle Berry's number.
Yeah, but it wasn't on no. You
weren't hitting on her.
Just friends.
I get the feeling that you enjoy, obviously you're respected as an actor, at the same time you're a movie star, and I get the feeling you fully enjoy that kind of side of life. Would I be right in thinking that you appreciate the benefits?
The benefits, man. Getting in the clubs and, let
me ask you this.
Restaurants and
I think I know the answer
girls
to this, but let me ask you this. Where did you spend New Year's Eve?
Well, you know what? Oh, yeah. You're talking about like this past
This is the benefits of being a superstar.
Yeah. I got a friend, he got some money. And he flew me, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, and some other cats, and we flew to Australia, right? And we did the countdown in Australia. G'day, Mike. How are you, Mike? Jamie, g'day, Mike. So we did the countdown in Australia, then jumped back on a plane, and then did the countdown in Vegas. That's crazy.
So he had... That's how famous he is. He had 2 New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
that's how successful
crazy.
You are now.
That was
2 New Year's Eve.
Yeah. But when I got to Vegas, for some reason, they wouldn't let me in the club. It was crazy.
Why not?
I don't know. It was like, you know how things are going too good for you, and somebody just...
They actually stopped you from going in the club?
Would not let me in the club. No, when you see ID, I was like, really? And people was like, oh, man, Ray Charles can't get in the club. It's crazy.
So I imagine you went back alone to the hotel room and just went to a quiet night?
We figured it out, man. We went in... I had my daughter with me. She was 18, so that was another thing to me. She was like, "Yo, you messing up my New Year's." So we actually had to she went off on me in front of her friends. Like, "You flying around with Leonardo DiCaprio and screwed up my New Year's. You better make it right." And it was like 11:45. So I was like, "Shit!" And all the security girls looked at me. I said, "Man, where can we go?" And so we went to this one area. And the dude said, no, he said, well, I'll take you to the pool. We can watch the fireworks at the pool. So we run to the pool. No, Dad, it's all screwed up. I knew you and your Hollywood friends, you messed it up. I'll see you in therapy, Dad. That type of thing, right? So now it's 11:50. Yeah. We get to the pool and hey, where are you going? Where are you going? I said, well, we want to watch the fireworks. No, they gotta leave. So I didn't have enough, push to get into the pool area. So they kicked Ray Charles out of the pool area. So then they said, the older security guard that was with us, just, hey, my wife works up at this club called Prestige, and they'll let you guys in. Wow. And it's 11:56. And she's going off. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. I knew it. You're gonna screw. So we get in the elevator, and it's packed. And then we finally get out, and it's like they're literally going 15, 14. Wow. And they opened up an area for us, and we got there, and we watched the fireworks, and it was cool.
Wow. So Dad pulled it off at the end.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That would have been terrible if you hadn't managed that.
Terrible, man. Especially when your kids go at you. It's crazy because you can't really cuss your kids out,
But she's don't take this the wrong way, but she's a very beautiful young woman.
I don't take it the wrong way.
She's 18 years old now.
She's very, very
are you comfortable with that? I mean, presumably she's getting interest from young men now, I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the thing. She didn't really know. Like, when she was younger, she didn't know she was filling out and stuff, and because she didn't, she's just, a normal kid, and I could tell what was going on, because I know I'm me, I remember like when I was like, well, I still am. So I would try to protect her at all costs. I remember taking her to like a Lil Wayne concert, and I was just, hiding her from everybody. Just, no, go this way, hide your ass. No, go this way. And then they were smoking weed in the concert, and the weed is coming, and I'm like, don't breathe this, it's bad for you. Don't.
Some for dad, none for you.
Yeah, exactly. So you do all you can, man. Because they're your light, man, and they don't know, but she's just such a great girl. So
Okay, so I'm excited you're in town, not just because it's lovely to have you on the show, but there's a new movie out. I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
I'm very excited when he has a new film coming out. Was doubly excited when I knew it was going to be a Western, and very excited when he was working with you, but also it's Django, and I was aware that there were Django movies before, but this is very different to the Django movies from the 60s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us about this Western, tell us about your version of Django.
Well, Quentin Tarantino tackles something that's incredible. First of all, he's amazing in how he layers movies. Like when you see what he did with Inglourious Basterds, so he sort of changed history in a bit. And this, he does the same thing, only he does a spaghetti Western, but it's with the backdrop of slavery. And basically, Django was about a free slave. He becomes a freed slave, and he gets freed by Dr. King Schultz, who's played by Christoph Waltz, who's a fantastic actor. And once he gets freed, Christoph is a bounty hunter. So they go on this bounty hunting run, but he finds out that my wife has been taken from me, and at that time, slaves were not allowed to have marriages. And he says, wow, after hearing my stories, he says, well, I want to help you find your wife. So we go from plantation to plantation on horses to try to find my wife. Now, what has happened though, my wife is on the plantation where Leonardo DiCaprio is the master. So it's like, when I tell women this, they don't really think that's all that bad. but it is bad. So so it's this crazy journey that Quentin Tarantino put together. Now here's what's crazy. I didn't know about the movie. I saw on the internet Will Smith, Quentin Tarantino, Django. I was like, damn.
Because he wrote the part with Will Smith in mind.
Yeah, I was like, another project that I didn't hear about, right? And so I fired my management. And switched up, and then the next thing you know, the part became open, and I got a chance to go in and basically audition for him. He said, I need you to get your own horse. And I said, wow, I actually have my own horse.
Because you're from Texas originally.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, so, so I was, okay,
He's
man.
a good old boy. You're a good old boy.
So,
well, you know what? If you do that a bit longer, we can use that as a ringtone. Can you do that?
So I have my own horse, and what was crazy, I said, well, can I, if he eventually gives me the part, and I said, well, can I ride my own horse? Because that way I could sort of learn the tricks, and for anybody that rides a horse, they're like humans, they know who's on top, who's riding them, so.
We knew what you meant.
But it was great. I'm riding my horse, and I have a female horse, and her name is Cheetah.
Now, you're making your own jokes up there.
Yeah, y'all just nasty just to be nasty. So, but what was interesting, though, Cheetah had to learn, like, all the, his explosions and everything like that.
Oh, yeah, to be on a set, on a movie set, it's a different experience.
So it was sort of like the journey of Django becoming, like, his own, and Cheetah learning all of the, the tricks and things. And at one point, there was, like, they would put those screens up to, like, shoot, for lighting and stuff, and she would spook, and then the guy, the trainer would grab her bit, and she'd spook even more. So I said, listen, don't grab her bit, just let her get used to it. And plus, I think she's a black female horse. So when you grab black women by the, please don't grab my mouth. Please don't, please don't grab my mouth.
But you have a good relationship with her, obviously. She trusts you.
Yeah. But it was great. And then if you watch the movie, when you guys see the movie, check out the scene where I have to ride bareback.
Oh, yeah.
And that was real, and that was the scariest part. Quentin goes, hey, man, I need to get you to ride the horse bareback. And I was like, man, that's crazy. You know, that's death. You know what that is, right? And he was like, yeah, well, the stunt guy fell. So we need you. So I'm like, you serious? I said, what are we going? He said, well, no, we got it set up. It'll be safe. So there was cones on this side, death on this side. And then the horse had to run down this like 300, 400-yard track, and then people at the end that were pulling up their sleeves like they're gonna catch the horse. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, when I get on the horse was used to the stunt guy. So as soon as I get on it, it rears up, takes off 28 miles an hour.
Wow.
And so I'm like this, with a rifle in my hand and holding on to the mane. Now on the outside, I look like Django. But on the inside, I feel like Little Richard. It was just crazy. But to ride the horse bareback, and they caught that, when you see it in the movie, it makes all the difference in the film, and that's what I wanted to do.
And you can see it shoot. Let's show everyone a little taste of it now. I've seen the film. I've seen it twice.
Oh, okay.
I love it, and I'm going to go and see it again. And it's just so much fun. Have a look. This is Django. This is out on January the 18th over here in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to have more fun at the movies this year than with Django.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, here's what I need to ask you. The soundtrack, always in a Quentin Tarantino movie, you look forward to the soundtrack, but I've got the soundtrack, I've listened to it. You wrote one of the tracks, or you co-wrote one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Quentin Tarantino has never done an actual soundtrack to the movie. He's always a licensed song.
Yeah, he uses songs and music from the film.
So this time I said, Quentin, with this movie, since it's so groundbreaking, you need to do a soundtrack, because John Legend had sent him a song on a cassette tape, which was smart, because Quentin doesn't like, computer stuff. And the song was, call the police, call the coroner. And I was like, man, that's dope. I said, now that's dope for like mainstream.
Yeah.
I said, but you need the hood, because you doing, this is like, Django is like the hood. And so Rick Ross, who's your brother,
well, hang on. I know who Rick Ross is. Just in case you do think we're related, this should prove that we're probably not that close. If you have a look at Rick, I've got a piece. There's Rick. And obviously there are some similarities. He's a fine figure of a man, isn't he?
Oh, man, look, Rick, Rick gets it, man. So I'm watching Rick and Quentin talk to each other, and I said, Rick, I got it. I said, I'm not a rapper, but I got a song idea for you for this movie, and it should be called 100 Black Coffins, right? Because it's a spaghetti western. And I'm gonna say it to you, and I told him, I said, I'm not a rapper, but here's what I think you should say. I need 100 black coffins for 100 bad men, 100 black graves so I can lay their ass in. I need 100 black preachers with a black sermon to tell from 100 black Bibles while we send them all to hell. I need 100 black coffins.
Come on, that's pretty good, huh? You had that.
Yeah. So I said, but here's what, we're not gonna do the track yet. Let's marinate. Let's let the movie finish, because this is like halfway through the movie. But after the movie was over, I'm at my home studio, and I did some checking. In the Westerns, when they whistle, that meant, be ready to draw, right? And you probably remember this. You remember the cowboys that were the singers, the tenors, the ha, those voices, ha, 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 right?
No, I must admit, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm more hood.
Right. Well, anyway, I combined the two. I grabbed the microphone.
I know you mean like in the old...
Yeah.
Oh, from the spaghetti western
stuff.
So
it's sort of like... So what I did, I combined it. So I grabbed the microphone and I did...
Ding! That's good. Ding!
I need 100 black coffins for 100 bad men, 100 black... So I sing the... Exactly. So I sing the song, I drive the song over to Quentin Tarantino, let him hear it in the truck, because he doesn't like computer stuff. Drive over to Rick Ross, let him hear it at his hotel, and then the rest was history.
Well, I'm going to ask you, we have a piano here, we know you play piano, could we trouble you for...
I'll do something, yeah.
He's going to do some stuff for you. Okay. We're going to take a break. Join me straight after the break. We'll be chatting and we'll have some music from Jamie Foxx, and we have a live performance from Biffy Clyro, so don't go away.